Hi, my name is Karen Struble, and today in this video I'll be talking about Pecs, the Picture Exchange Communication System. This is a great tool that's pretty widely used for individuals with autism spectrum disorder, and specifically it's best used for those individuals who are nonverbal or have a pretty limited verbal skill set. A lot of the current research on Pecs focuses on using it with children with ASD, but in my personal experience, and I work in a school setting, I've seen it used pretty successfully with kids up to the age of 21 with a variety of different diagnoses. And one of the things that I really like about using Pecs with some students is that it teaches the learners that they need to make contact with another person in order to get things that they want or that they might need. And that focus on kind of the social aspect, which is a deficit that a lot of individuals with ASD have, makes Pecs a really good system. Other good things about it is that it's portable. It doesn't break easily if it's dropped or if it's thrown, and pieces that get lost are easily replaced, and it doesn't rely on technology at all, which is also great because you don't have to worry about battery life or the Wi-Fi being connected or anything like that. You just gotta pick it up and take it with you. So when teaching Pecs to somebody, there are 6 phases that they progress through. And in phase 1, you might see something like this, where it's just a board with one symbol on it. And this symbol is a picture of a beanbag chair. So in phase 1, the student might be sitting at, let's say, a desk with their teacher, and the student just has to take it off, hand it to the teacher who's right next to them, and then they would immediately get that item, in this case, a beanbag chair. In phase 2, we start having that teacher move farther away from the student so that the student or the learner has to get up and bring the picture to that person in order to get something that they want. In phase 3, that's when we start asking that student to practice discriminating between different pictures and expanding their vocabulary even more. So then they might have 2 or even 3 pictures out at a time, and if that student wants a cup of water, needs to be able to look at the different pictures, find the one that's a cup of water, get up, go to their teacher, and give them the right picture to get something that they want. After they've mastered that, they can move on to phase 4 when they start using complete sentences. And then you might see like a strip at the bottom that says, I want, then they can fill in what they want, please. So they're using full sentences to make requests instead of just beanbag, beanbag. It would be, I want beanbag. Phase 5 is where the learners are taught to ask questions. And then in phase 6 is where the learner is starting to make comments on things that they see or that they want or that they're currently doing. So now I'm going to show you a Pecs book that I use. Now I know I said it was portable. This is a little bit big. Really, this binder here just has a variety of different pictures in it for this student, and they're all categorized. So at the top you can see this page is all sensory type choices, and as you flip through, there's a page for group activities, music, lunch, so on. But the thing that he actually carries around is this small blue board, and the pictures that are relevant to that activity that he's working on will be available to him. Anthony is right now on phase 3 of Pecs. He has definitely mastered that if I hand my teacher a card, I get something that I want. He can get up and he can seek out a staff person in his classroom. They don't have to be right next to him, so that's great. He is having a hard time discriminating between different pictures. I'd say about 75% of the time what he really wants is to sit on a beanbag. The problem is that if he goes to his teacher and asks for a wheelchair ride, they might just go ahead and give him the beanbag chair because they think that's what he wants. And that's kind of one of the downsides to using a system like Pecs, is that in order for it to be successful and for it to generalize to other settings with unfamiliar communication partners, it's got to be run with high fidelity. And in this student's particular classroom, there's 7 students. Each student has a different communication system. There's multiple different staff who use the systems, and so it's definitely challenging to make sure that they are run with high fidelity at all times. And then in the back of his book, I just wanted to show you quickly, he also has data sheets so the staff can keep track of what his progress that he's making. And there's also a tip sheet so that they know what phase he's in and what he's currently working on, and some tips on how to do that. And I'll include those as an attachment to the video. Thanks.